Hey everybody, this is the Patzer with the chess.com puzzle for August 17th, 2019. Let's take a look. This is a kind of a fun puzzle because it looks kind of like an end game. You've got some of the juicier pieces left, the queens and the rooks, and black is to go first. It looks like white's in trouble, and black will have its way with white, and that proves to be the case. But the puzzle doesn't end in mate, which of course the chess.com folks sometimes do. They'll have the puzzle end in mate. In fact, it did just a few days ago. It was only 3 moves to mate, and in those puzzles, it's often nothing can be done. You move the pieces correctly, and the other side just cannot do a thing to protect itself from checkmate. In this case, you can make white uncomfortable, but you can solve the puzzle, and there's no mate. So if you want to mate, you're going to have to figure out what to do next. So let's take a look at how chess.com says the puzzle goes. First, we have black checking the king with the rook. The white rook answers by pushing itself between the king and the rook. Black rook takes the white rook. White rook takes the black rook. Queen moves to e1 to check. The rook again gets in the way. Queen moves over to g1, check, and that is the puzzle. You get that far, you have solved the puzzle. Now, I'm guessing that the chess.com folks think that if you're a strong player, or if you know what you're doing, mate is just, it's a trivial exercise. You can see how to mate white from here, right? Well, as a patzer, I didn't see how to mate white. So I had to play the Stockfish engine in this position. I followed the chess.com suggestions here. I got to this point. The Stockfish engine, its next move is once again to put the rook between the queen and the king. And from here, like an idiot, I couldn't see the obvious thing to do, which was to bring the rook from e8. I mean, that rook's doing nothing, right? It's just a bystander. Why not bring it in? Why not have it check the king, which it does, and then, of course, the king has got almost nowhere to go but h4, which is what it does. Here, the queen could, go ahead and take the rook, but with the white queen, you don't want to give the white queen any chance to start hounding the black king. You got to keep the pressure on. So you move the black queen over to h1 check, and now things are really looking grim for white. And the Stockfish engine desperately interposes the white rook again, and of course the black queen just says, "Sorry, pal." And now that's white's only legal move. And from here, it's one more move and mate. All right. So the puzzle takes you through 4 moves, black's 4 moves, but you're going to need 4 more to mate. And if you're not a patzer like me, well, you can probably do it on the very first try. But if you're not, you'll need 3 tries. I think it took me 3 tries. Anyway, once again, this is the Patzer. This was the chess.com puzzle for August 17th. Get out from behind the 8 ball, and I'll speak to you soon.